And I love it that he went to lay out both what Jesus did and taught. And I think this is an important point because there's so many people who teach today, but their actions don't speak as loud as their words do. And there's so much discussion today about how hypocritical people can be. And the beauty of Jesus is that Jesus walked out his teachings. Jesus didn't just say, listen, do as I say, not as I do. Some of us have heard that in our lives. Oh, just do what I tell you to do. Just don't follow my footsteps. That wasn't Jesus at all. Jesus taught and he acted. And there's so much discussion about that today because the church has done really good at pontificating or teaching, but without the corresponding actions. And a lot of people say, the Church of Jesus Christ, who can believe it? I mean, they don't live out the teachings of Jesus. And that is one of those critiques that those who do not believe in Jesus give, that we should grab hold of and say, Lord, let my walk match my talk. Let the reality of my life match the confession of my mouth. Jesus both lived it and he taught it. And we live in a day today, if you're inside the church, that there's such an emphasis because of the great teachings without the corresponding actions. Now everyone's like, well, I'm going to live out the gospel and I'm not going to tell people. Which again is an error. It doesn't say this is what Jesus did. We live in a day and age now where there's a lot of people who want to be the hands and feet of Jesus, but don't actually want to tell them that they're doing it because of the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ. See, but doing and teaching, walking and talking are not mutually exclusive. They need to be together in our lives. We need to proclaim the truths of the gospel, the good news of Jesus Christ, and we need to live them out in self-sacrificial service to the world. They come together, but not mutually exclusive. And people will tell you need to separate them out. The Bible doesn't separate them out. They go together. Just in the life of Jesus, in the life of Paul, in the life of the apostles, and for us as believers. And in any way, the testimony of our mouths is not being backed up by the testimony of our lives, then the reasons that they're not being backed up, we need to ask God for forgiveness and we need to ask Him to help change us. And we need to make intentional decisions to change. That we will do and teach. Not just teach or not just do, but that we do and teach, just like Jesus.